School story. Alright, this is Monday, Alright. Alright, let's talk about this. In the morning, I was just, all chilling and everything, just playing Fruit Ninja and other stuff like, with my friends and everything. So yeah, I was all chill, but during first period, I was just practicing my English thing and I finished my math homework. Damn, I'm sweating, what the heck? I was like studying, like doing this and that. I was doing a mistake, but I had to continue studying. So yeah, and somehow I was doing good. And another one after that. Um, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this during my 8th grade. I'm sorry this is going to happen, but here we go. I remember during 8th grade, I remember in a bus. Is I like, all right. So one time I was like, "What is your dad's phone number?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna show you." And I remember I was doing something, and then my dad took a picture, like, I mean, one of my classmates took a picture, like, ching. I'm like, "Hey, what the heck?" I'm like, bro, and then until he's like, and he freaking called my dad. I'm like, "No, stop, stop! What are you doing? What are you doing?" And my dad was like, "Who is this punk that are calling me?" And until he blocked them, he's like, "Minutes ago." And the next day, like, bro, my dad blocked you guys. They're like, "No way, he blocked us." I'm like, "No freaking way." I can't believe they just did that to my dad, but he didn't really care. He just blocked them. Like, who the frick is this people? And yeah, and somehow, another one is I remember I saw this bus driver. I asked her like, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel. Like, hey, you wanted to say on the speaker?" Like, sure. And then when we went to the school, I'd like, "Hey, everyone, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And plus, I make my own game. Um, shout out to Adam. Adam, like, explained what's so good about my story. I mean, about my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat." He's like, just like follow him or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then we went to school. So, yeah. All right, back to the 10th grade. All right, so during second period, I asked my PE teacher to teach me, like my quiz. And he was like, all right. And then I was saying some words and I did good. And then we're doing running thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And after that, I went back to my normal clothes and the freaking teacher called me for using my phone. He's like, "Hey, like, like, hey, put your phone away, or else I'm gonna take it from you." I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me? How? Why the teacher so sensitive just for taking on your phone? Like, really, bro? I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's freaking sometimes you're very sensitive for taking on your phone, but still, you just don't take out your phone, okay? You're not even recording or anything, but still, I don't know why." So yeah, and during breakfast, I was just doing some other stuff, like eating my breakfast, and during um uh oh yeah, during English, I was doing the quiz, and I freaking fell. I got 8 out of 16. I got all the words right, but not the definition because I forgot to put my definition. Damn, my freaking apple look dirty. What the heck? I need to clean it tomorrow. So yeah, like I got everything right. It's like he just forgot to say definition. I'm like, why didn't he say it? I mean, I'm not mad at myself. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I'm just mad at myself for not doing that. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah. And I told him like, is there a good retake? Like, I don't know. Just tell me in lunch. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah. and I was kind of mad, and it kind of really went to me. I'm like, hey, like, you know, for me, 'cause I wasn't not in the mood. During fourth period, we're continuing doing our work, you know, and so I was continuing my story, and everyone liked it, you know. So yeah, and another one is um, after that, you know, I went to lunch. I saw my old teacher. I like to talk to her a lot. Until that, I'm still continuing working on my story. I'm still working on it. By the way, guys, I almost there. I almost there of finishing it. You know, I'm just almost there with this topping things. Just like one more page, and then boom, I'm all done. Like, I almost there to. Okay, I'm gonna like kind of in the mid end. You know, I'm almost close to. I'm in like a mid end, and then after the scenes, now I'm gonna work on a Susensu parents' backstory of how his father got his, you know, his superpower, and after that, you know, it's gonna show Susensu pulling the sword. Yeah, I don't want to tell more spoiler, but in the final one, um, yeah, it will show the fight scene. So yeah, he's going to save the last village of Japan, the god of samurai. So yeah. Alright. After that, you know, during lunch I was just like, you know, all chilling and everything. And after that, you know, damn, my freaking stomach is not feeling so well. Because I haven't even ate. The freaking school and just it just doesn't look so good. That's all I could say. Like, it's so freaking bad that you don't even eat at all. Like, it's bad for your stomach. Like, look, I eat a lot at home during summer break, but at school, their food is not that good. That's all I could say. I just don't want to eat it. It's there's nothing to eat. Like, my stomach kind of hurts sometimes. Whenever I go to school, I feel like my body feels so irritated. You know, like that's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know, it's like, you know, the more you get like that, it's getting your body more stressful. You're making your body feel so stressful, and it's very bad. You know, that's what my dad say, and I don't want to happen to me because I don't know what would have bad happen to me. So please, everyone, I'm all okay. Okay, I'm all right. All right. During fifth period, we're just working on the work of 1750. And after that, you know, well, I didn't know we had to do 12 parts. During sixth period, we were doing math stuff, you know. So yeah, and everything was alright, you know. But my teacher hear me. I was running upstairs to go to my class. I'm like, she told me like this. Dad have to text your dad, like report this to your dad. I'm like, no, 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 no. Wait, I just love to run, okay? He's like, well, just don't run. I'm like, because I don't want to be late to class. That's why. Yeah, I just love to run a lot because whenever I'm far away, I'm like I run as fast as I can, you know. So yeah, but nothing real bad happened. But I was just working on, we're just working on the math stuff, you know. And during summer period, we're like, you know, doing some works, you know, as a you know, as a team. And my friend Alan was sleeping. You know, he was tired. He said he slept at 1. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, why would you sleep at 1 a.m.? No wonder you're so tired. I drink my energy drink. My dad always give me an energy drink to me. So yeah. And we were just learning and everything, and then end of class, we were just going home and already. And I talked to my first security guard about my story. So yeah, it was I was talking about Susensu discovering he discovered a new power, like by saying a word, reverse time, stop time, continue times, like any of those things, and it could work on a species too, or I could say a person. So yeah, bye, goodbye. School story. Oh, I actually said goodbye on the last clip you just saw. So yeah. Alright. So in the morning, I was just hanging out with my friends, showing some funny video, to them. I was just having fun and everything, and I went to my first period doing some homework, just doing some math stuff. And I was talking to this guy named Duell, and somehow we're talking about O.J. Simpson, and we have like a theories or something like that. So yeah, and during second period, um, we're doing running things, but damn, my legs so sore because we're running a lot yesterday. We're doing workout with my dad, and run again today. We're running around like right there, and yeah, it was a good workout. I like it, and then we're doing back and forth, and then we're running on a track, and we like it. I like it. But I was just having fun with people who just turned out like this. Anyway, who is this? That's pretty uncomfortable to do, but don't do it like me. But yeah, and during third period, I was doing my work, of doing this and that, about this character personality, and everything, because she's shy, kind, and quiet, That's a three personality that we know, and that's okay, Three personality is enough, and um, some people get bullied because they're shy, and yeah, I was like continue like doing that work, and then I completed before class, and during fourth period we're doing computer stuff. It was nice doing computer things, I was just putting text and everything and all those fun stuff to do, But yeah, and or I was about to put an image, but my teacher said we're not ready to do that. And another one is that during fifth period we're doing works, and while I'm doing my homework of yesterday, I was like, I say to him, hey man, I'm just I just mind my own business, okay? He's like, well, nobody's messing with your business. And some people laugh out like, well, just mind your own business too. I'm like, jeez, man. And Andy told me to, he want to be my partner, But I think it's gonna be a bad idea, because some people don't pay attention. But until I like think again, I'm like, wait, this gonna be more stressful if I work by myself. I'm like, hold on, Andy, you could be my partner. He was like, yes. And we're doing so well. We're learning because we got the Ottoman Empire because they were like a strong empire, and they've been doing that to 12th century or to they started like 12th century to 19th century. So yeah, but yeah, it was interesting thing to learn, you know. And during math class, my teacher wasn't there, but we were doing works. But damn, he was going so fast. I couldn't even put the note because he was going so fast. was always staring at this guy. He told me like, I'm going to punch you, AJ. I'm like, do it. I dare you to do it. Okay, I dare you to do it. So yeah, but yeah, we're doing the homework and my teacher, you know, there was a Pac-Man like, oh, and then who was the other one? Miss Pac-Man, because women are so smart and aren't them, man. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Women are smarter than men. I know women could be smart a lot, but not all the time. So yeah, I'm not gonna start with a gender war. So yeah, and somehow when he mentioned my name, like, oh, for example, this or doing this, I'm like, I stare at him. I'm like, bruh. So while we're doing our work, somehow we're like, I said to him like, oh, I was staring at you, Mr. Johnson. I'm like, well, don't stare at me, AJ. I'm like, and when he started laughing, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, they're like, some people were like laughing. I'm like, okay, you know. And then class going to end soon, and yeah. You know what I mean? We're learning some stuff, but damn, he was going so fast. I couldn't even put it the damn note. Because, you know, why was he going so fast? And during seventh period, well, the reason why he's fast because we need to do the homework. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, but still, why? And during seventh period, we're learning about like plants, sun, a cloud, and the ocean, of how it works. We're putting notes, and everything was right. I like learning about it. It was cool. So yeah. If you're wondering what happened during breakfast and lunch, nothing really happened in breakfast, is on like, you know, Calvin was following, and during um lunch, I hang out with my friends, So yeah. But tomorrow I'm going to take the test again to retake it. So wish me luck, everyone. See you in Wednesday. School story. Oh, right. I forgot to make this yesterday. So now it's Thursday. So this was yesterday, by the way, and Wednesday. So in the morning, I'm just all chilling, just playing games on my phone. First period, I see my friend Dominic. He was doing like this on a desk. I was like, what happened to him? Like, what's going on with him? Alec had to tell me like, his mom took his phone away from him. I'm like, oh, what the heck? And while I'm doing my work, I went to speech class, and then I was talking about my story, and they like it. And somehow like other things like somehow Dominic wished that his mom could be nicer because he tried to prank his mom, but she didn't like that. She didn't like that. I feel bad for him. Not everyone have the same personality like them. Everyone just be like that. I know my dad loved to prank me. That's what I'm saying to him. But somehow, I know that like not everyone is like that. Like we think it could be funny and everything, but in reality, not all people get to that joke. So people took it serious. So yeah. But yeah, I feel bad for Dominic. I just hope he don't do that to his mom because, that's not her type of thing. So you just If they don't like it, they just don't like it, you know? So yeah. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. During second period, we're doing running things again, you know. Plus, I told my PE teacher to teach me again the English word, and yeah, it was alright, you know. And somebody told me, "Do you got the nigga card over card links?" No. Plus, during English, we're doing like we're writing this sentence and everything. So yeah, and I tell my English teacher that I'm going to take my quiz for period. I was continue doing my work, you know. So yeah, just playing like character writing. This is part one, but if I don't do part two, what the frick is the point? And yeah, so during that, you know, I went to I went to my English class, and then boom, I just like hi, you know, like something like that, and somehow I did all the quiz, and then boom, I completed. I got 100%, and when I'm about to go to, like about to leave, you know, this group of boys is like, bro, like, you know, I stare at them like this. This guy said to me like, "Get out of here, or else I'm gonna smack you." I'm like, "Oh shoot!" And I freaking slammed the door, and I scream. So yeah. During lunch, I say hi to this group of girls. I say hi, and they tell me to sit with the next with the group of boys. But I was pretty uncomfortable because those boys are not like those goofball like me. But I sit there, and then yeah, I just like the. I was like, what the heck am I doing? And I get out of here. I say bye to them, and um, I went to those two girls, friends, and I talked to them, you know, for a little bit, and then remember my dad sent me a text saying, "Oh, Andy, I have a coworker named Andy, and it's eat cucumbers. I mean, he don't eat cucumbers. He hate vegetables. Plus, he's fat too." I'm like, whatever Andy names always be fat to hate vegetables. And I tell these girls like my friend hate water because he say it tastes like trash. So he love Coca Cola. Plus, I asked her questions like, do you like how you take a shower? She's like, yeah, how he take a shower? Well, he said to me like he take a shower a little bit, so he's like, do you have to take a shower like every day or something like that? I said like, well, yeah, he always go to the sports, and somehow he had to do that like, every day. So yeah. Anyway, who during fifth period we're continuing to work, you know, and playing the arts picture. And somehow I asked my teacher like this, like, should I do this when I enter in and out? And I see this guy, you know, he's pretty smart. He's like, let me see. Like, I'll go and do like this in a restaurant. And the guy said like, well, everyone will think you're weird, AJ. I'm like, yeah, that is true. But I started messing around with Andy, and then I started this guy, you know, his girlfriend is like, what the heck? I'll do like this. For freaking 3 minutes or 2 minutes, I think. Plus, I started this girl, you know, when she mentioned my name, I'm like, so, I, this girl's like, hey, we practice you, right? Yeah, we're friends still, right? I say, yeah, we're still friends, you know? And I started talking after that. And somehow I saw Andy was touching this girl, you know, doing the bobblehead. Like, Andy, do not do that. You know, everyone not like that. Do not touch them. And the teacher calling like, hey, keep your hand to yourself, Andy. You know, do not touch other people while at the cassette. Because if you touch them, it's just pretty rude or they just feel kind of harassed. So, yeah. And he don't want to do that no more. But still, do not touch other people without their consent. And during sixth period, well, I didn't say my world history teacher again, but I hope he's been doing good with his son. I hear that like he always takes his son to Dr. Bonnet and every day, and I feel bad for him. I hope he's doing well with his son. If he don't come today, I hope he's doing good with his son. And during sixth period, we're doing math stuff. Plus, sometimes I was messing around like, "Hey everyone, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel." Everyone laugh. And this guy right here, I was messing around and he looked at me. I said to him, "Lock in!" And he started laughing. But I started this guy next to me because he was like, mention my name or something like that. And while I stared at him, he was about to put something freaking charger to power right there. I'm like, no, 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 no. Well, I'm staring that guy who's I say to lock in. He freaking pointed a pencil thing to my face, but I don't really care. I'm just staring at him. And yeah. And plus, freaking Mr. Johnson's like, tell me like, AJ, I say your name a lot of times, and you need to be quiet. And everyone started laughing. I'm like, okay, okay. And while I'm doing my math stuff, I check this guy answer. I'm like, boom, did it. I did it, and then yeah, during seventh period, I was just like doing some math stuff. Plus, Alan was like doing this. He don't do work, but yeah, learn about like smoke and our skies on that. So yeah, that's pretty much just I could say. I'll tell you more about science today. See you later. School story. Oh, what the frick? I keep saying it then. Anyway, who just ignore that. Just ignore that. Alright, so I forgot to make this video yesterday. Alright, during the morning, same thing as every time. Yeah, first period, trying to finish my work. This history. So yeah, I was like, And during second period, I try to remember what I did in the second period. Oh yeah, we're continuing running, but we're walking around, like I think around the school or something like that. Wait, no, like we're going to this long sidewalk. I think it took us like 20 minutes, I think. So yeah, but it was nice, doing that. And during English, we're doing our work, typing things, our comprehensions and and choices or something like that. So, yeah. And I was continuing doing my gaming techs, But yeah, it was alright. It was alright. But during lunch, I hang out with my friends, And during fifth period, I continue my work. I finished the thing, But there's other stuff like I show some dirty hops on my computer to Tyson, and somehow he's like, "Yo," and he's like, the teacher, like he has some of the weird, he has some gets of of a bunny. He's like, and the teacher would say, "I'm like, bro, shut up," and the teacher like, well, if it's something inappropriate, I don't want to see it. So yeah, so he don't really care. I'm like, oh okay, but still. During sixth period, I was doing some math work, continue doing it and everything. But still, it was just a bit hard, of math homework. And seventh period, we're playing a game, like, oh, doing this graph and so on. And then we're going around, we roll the dice, and then we pick this one. Like, we got this number right here. But my friend Alan did not like it, so, yeah. I'm like, my God, no freaking way. And, and yeah. And after that, oh yeah, bonus thing. Bonus. So I went to the school night. My mom and my sister, we went there and then we say hi to the first one we went to was my history teacher. He said I've been doing good. And second one, we went to my science teacher. She said we have plans, we have like, I'm doing good too. And we went to the upstairs. I said hi to my friends, and my mom found her friends too, and she have her daughter. I say, hi, even though I don't really know her or my mom friend. So yeah, and we went to math class, and she said, yeah, AJ been doing good. He always talk about his birds or story, but I always hear him do like running a lot because I love to run because I trying to get in time. She said like, hey, what happened? Like just an extra 5 minutes or that I won't absent you. I'm like, deal. And yeah, another one. I went to my study skills. She said I'm not shy, around people because I remember the rally day. I go there like a lot. I would play some games, like, oh, like doing this and that, but I lost. I'm like, darn it. I'm like, frick. And one time I was playing like a soccer game, like we're on like a bubble thing, like we go around, but the freaking teacher keep pushing me. I'm like, like I keep rolling and everything, and I got off. I like, yeah, and then like I do like this, like yes. And then and we're like, whoa, yeah, whoa. Like whenever like who wanna go there and they would tell me like, go AJ, go. I don't be shy. I don't be shy. I don't care. I get embarrassed. I just do it for everyone. Okay, I just do it for everyone as possible. Alright, after that, I went to the gaming tech and talking about you know like my about my stuff, but I miss a vocab on this work. I'm like, how? Where was the vocab? Where was the freaking vocab? Like that's my question. But yeah, I need to work on that today. But still, I don't even know where's the vocab. So yeah, but it was interesting, talking to my teacher, and I'm learning about coding. I was doing that today. I just submitted just today, and it was very interesting. Another thing is I went to my English class, and I, my sister was saying hi to him, and then hey, he said, hey, he's cool, he's alright. And then I talked about my story about a villain Kuma. He said like, I'm getting some Sauron from Lord of the Rings vibe, trying to fight him. And that the hero was trying to stop him. So yeah. And I went to my PE. Well, my PE teacher wasn't there because he had to do like practice or something like that. But They said I was doing good. You know, some other teachers saw me during some other weeks. You know, that I've been doing good. So yeah. All right, back to the thing today. All right, so in the morning, yeah, I was hanging out with my friends, but my friends noticed I have some gel in my hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went to the bathroom, you know, and to pour water and to comb it, and everything's went back to normal. And during first period, yeah, I was good to my work, but this guy, my favorite teacher, playing some music on piano, and this guy right here like making some rap music with his words like, yeah, the way this and that. And I was like doing dance for him. He's like, this sucker, like, what is he doing? I'm like, but I don't even care, you know. And during PE, you know, I was just controlling my work. Somebody tell me to do the dance move, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a dance move for you. They're like, yeah. And another one is during third period. We're just practicing, and I did my work. And um, another thing is I try and think what I was doing. Oh yeah, and Give Me Tech. I was just doing my work, and I just finished. I just said that a few minutes ago. What the freak? Yeah, I know this. You might not be interesting, but hey, you may never know. People might be interesting on this series like this, you know. And during fifth period, freaking Tyson tell me like, I find you YouTube channel, I'm gonna dislike your video. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. But I was just doing my work, you know. So yeah, I don't really get the freak. So yeah. And during sixth period, we're doing a test. I finished it just today, so yeah, I did a great job. And during seventh period, and, this was a weird one. Everyone did not even came out. Okay, so my friend Alan wasn't there. I mean, my friend Alan was yesterday. You know, he was there yesterday, but a lot of people didn't come out in the seventh period. I'm like, damn, like why everyone didn't come out? But we did finish the game today. It was pretty fun, you know. But I don't know why there wasn't a lot of students. And my teacher like, yeah, I don't know what was going on. You know, like she just sent an email to my mom like there was not a lot of students came out today. I'm like, I was there today, but there was like few students was there. I'm like, whatever the spirit probably just made them day. You know, we just want school to be done for this week. So yeah, and they'll just come back again next week. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's correct. That's all I will have for you guys. So yeah. All right. Bye. All right. I forgot to mention this on during Friday. So this is Monday, as a recording. Today. There was other things I forgot to mention during Friday. So when I got off from first period, I saw two boys were like, oh, like hitting each other like this and hitting their friends like, oh, like I'm like, oh, I was about to record it, but until they stop, I'm like, oh, come on, really? And another thing is I like during oh yeah, during fifth period, I was just waiting for the door to open. This guy who don't like me, I think he's kind of chill with me. He told me to do arm wrestling with him. I'm like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like because I'm not scared of him. It's that I am just, not in the mood with this guy. I wasn't even mad, but I'm just like, nah. Like because I don't really like his personality because he's sometimes be rude. But I don't know if he learned his lesson or not, but who knows? Who knows? And and also, wait, I remember he want to, he started working out. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good, During 7th period, I asked the teacher I could go to the restroom. And when I went to the restroom, I saw this guy, there was a school fight today. I did not even know that. So yeah, but still, um, I did not even know there was a school fight today. That that Friday. So yeah, but when I went to this bathroom, this toilet was filled with food and whatever it looked like barf thing. I'm like, what the frick? It looked like cannot even flush. What the heck? Who even did this? Okay, so I remember I went to the restroom like Thursday. I remember it was all normal, but the next day of that Friday, it was filled with freaking food or something like that. Like, what the heck? Like, who the frick would do this? Like, come on. Like, really. Who the heck would put a freaking damn food in that toilet? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I was kind of traumatized. I'm like, why? Why? You know? So, yeah, but I hope they fix it. I hope they fix it. I feel bad for the janitor. How to freaking handle with that thing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So see you on Tuesday because there was no school for Monday because it was Labor Day. So yeah. Alright, bye.